besides that.
What?
Joyce is called.
That CD isn't made yet. No, I need to get more just blank ones. More blank. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So also just be aware.
I saw you with your glasses on. It's so different. Oh, well, it's a different look. I mean, it looked really good.
But I can't wear contacts.
Oh, really? Okay.
Suffocate.
All right.
Like there's no hair. Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to wear those anymore. I wore glasses for over 30 years.
Did you get surgery?
I got cataract surgery, and I got the toric lenses, so I don't really need to wear glasses. I mean, I can't see tiny print, but if I shine my phone light on it, I can see it. Well, I couldn't see much at all when I had cataracts.
Oh, dang.
So I can't get it until I get home with another.
Oh. How long does that usually take? 2 weeks. Yeah.
I wanted to get away by
Yes, you weren't here.
Yeah. 2 weeks. It'll go fast.
Yeah, it's good. I walked downtown. They had some more cars. No, I'm fine. I had a couple swallows there.
Thank you, Corey. Hello, everybody.
Hi, hello, Mary.
How's everybody feeling with the time change?
Jet lag.
Good. Good. I just feel a little foggy. Welcome, everyone, to our fellowship service this afternoon. I see some smiles. Let's see more of them, please. Thank you. And welcome to all those who are watching virtually as well and who will watch in the future. We are glad to have everyone with us this afternoon. We always start our service with a wonderful song that Corey composed. And I'd like to invite you all to stand and sing Prayer of the Child of Love right on the front of your book.
Please forgive my foggy throat.
I know the Okay.
Those are others. Oh. Okay, that's weird. Strange. Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, you flow through me, your loving child, eternally, every day, in every way, amen. Every day I will pray again. Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, you flow through me, your loving child, eternally, everywhere, let love be there, amen. Everywhere, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, you flow through me, your loving child, eternally.
Beautiful. Please be seated. Heard some lovely harmonies in there. I'd like to invite you now to join me for our opening meditation, and I just invite you to close your eyes and begin to relax. Bring your full selves into the room, body, mind, and spirit, into this very precious moment that we share together. Let's take our 3 deep fellowship breaths with an audible ah. Breathing in. Breathing in. One more time. Now let us bring our full attention to the vast spaciousness that is the one loving presence. We recognize that we are one with this presence, a divine and pure love that surrounds us and moves through us, as us, into this world. We are guided by this creative spirit, a spirit that inspires our minds and opens our hearts to new and vibrant and fresh ideas. We open to continuously receive this flow of life energy in fuller and richer and deeper ways. We are so willing to allow this free flow of original spirit to permeate our consciousness. And we are so thankful that this flow of love brings with it always joy and harmony. And we are thankful for its many, many blessings. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you. I am very excited to introduce our special music today. Austin Kaufmann looks familiar, but he's brought his lovely daughter along with him today, and her name is Anara Pearl. That's her name for the duo, is Anara Pearl and Austin Kaufmann. So let's please give them a really warm welcome.
It's wonderful to be here. We heard the theme was energy, so we're bringing some songs with some energy today.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain. I was screaming loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Started right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. In too deep, say I'm in too deep. It's been 2 years, I miss my home. There's a fire burning in my bones, and I still believe, yeah, I still believe. All those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain. I'm screaming loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. A lot of fight left in me. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves in motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. A lot of fight left in me. No, I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Thank you.
That was beautiful and so perfect. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Austin and Anara Pearl. Yes, another, let's do it again. And we have a fellowship song to sing together. If you'd please turn to page 1 and stand, and we'll sing together the essence of our being as spirit. Please stand.
Call it
seated or standing and say hello to everybody and give them some love and handshakes and hugs.
Sorry.
Richard? Good, how are you doing?
Energy, no, that's Carolyn. If you cover 20 minutes. How's Samantha today? We've got to spend some time putting this together. Sometimes you just gotta let it rip.
Thank you. I think that's probably the best thing for you to hear. Just let it go.
We'll be guided.
That you're up to.
Got all that love flowing around. Now I'm also very excited to introduce our speaker for this afternoon, our wonderful and lovely Reverend Sue Quinn, who has this just gentle energy about her, and I just can't wait to hear what she has to say about energy today. Thank you.
Okay, I have to make sure that everything's all set to go. I think I need to start by telling you that my head has been floating with the idea for today for too long. I drove by the street to get here, and it's like, Sue Quinn, come back to Earth. So you add the time change, and it's like, let's center and just become part of the one that we all are. And just to give you a little background, Mary will ask us when we speak, what is our topic? And kind of going through my head, and I just came up with energy. And just so you're clear, we're not doing a STEM lesson today. No science, no technology, no engineering, no math. This is going to be about physical, mental, emotional, spiritual energy. How we weave it through our lives, how it moves through us, in us, about us, around us. Changing of the seasons has really inspired me as we move from winter into spring, back to winter, back to spring, and so on, and so on. The other part that you should probably know ahead of time and hide out in virtual land. There will be a participation because I cannot speak this whole 25 minutes. And my learned helpers are going to be passing out some cards. On the front, you'll write one topic, and on the back, you'll write another topic. I will also ask you to share if you are comfortable. If you are not, just say no, because no is a full sentence. Well, in addition to missing my turn to get here. Yesterday, as I was getting down to write all this stuff up, boy, I had to brush my cat, Kevin, which I rarely do. I had to vacuum. I had to do all these things before coming down to this. So I'm hoping this is brought back down to earth so it's in a coherent whole. So I wanted to start with physical energy. And this is quite a space here that you brought in, this incredible physical energy that you have with the song that you did, and your voice is just so powerful. I wanted to bring in someone who Mary has talked about previously, and that is Howard Thurman, who is an author, educator, civil rights activist. And I'm going to read this pretty slowly so you can take it all in, because it's going to have some meaning as we move through our talk today. There is a quiet courage that comes from an inward spring of confidence in the meaning and significance of life. Such courage is an underground river flowing far beneath the shifting events of one's experience, keeping alive 1,000 little springs of action. So I kind of took this apart, and when I made my own interpretation of the shifting events of one experience, I thought of the highs and lows that we go through in life, the peaks, the valleys, the growth experiences that maybe we don't want but happen, and something comes out on the other side of that. I was thinking about my dad, and it's been 7 years since he's left this earth plane. He lived until age 94, and up to age 90, he was very active, outside, walking the dog. He smoked cigars. To this day, I can still smell those cigars, not that I like them. He was on the roof, age 90, and my parents' neighbors called to say, "Lois, did you know Bob's on the roof?" "Oh yeah, real casual like." So to see him physically decline 2 years later, where he could hardly get out of bed and moving around without falling, was daunting and hard to take in and hard to understand. In watching him go, as sometimes happens as you age, from hospital, rehab to home several times, thinking that my dad was the king of everything, it was like, whoa, balance is completely and totally off. What do? You're in the hospital, hopeful for this, for that, but you don't know what's going to happen next. I kind of liken this to something that physical therapists have talked about, this energy piece. And if you know Winnie the Pooh, you probably know Eeyore, who's really, really slow, maybe kind of feeling low, talks slow, moves slow. On the other end, you've got Tigger, who is bouncing with so much energy you just can't even bring down. For the most part, we tend to be somewhere in the middle. And I gotta tell you, going through this with my dad, it was everything all the time. Moving, not knowing, being slow. And that was a physicality of approaching the end of my father's life. That's where I was. Everybody has a different experience, but as I think about physical energy, I come to that piece. So thinking about that, and I'm going to tie my experience with my dad back into emotional energy. Again, talking about almost feel like manic, having to go over to the elevator, having to go here, having to go there, walking the vast hallways of Beaumont Hospital. It was like my body has to keep moving. My mind is racing. If I slow down, I don't know what's going to happen, kind of thing. I felt like I had on concrete shoes and I was walking in mud. At the same time, my brain was going at 1,000,000 miles per hour. You got Tigger, you got Eeyore, blended all into all this stuff together. Just to kind of give you an idea of how that felt in my body and how physicality can really be affected and impacted by emotional feelings. Again, coming back to Howard Thurman, the shifting events of one's experience. Again, the growth opportunities that change you. So with that, and hopefully you're all awake and aware, and I'm going to make you even more awake by asking you, what is 2024? Mary?
The year of me.
So 2024 is the
best
best year
year
ever,
ever.
or it could be the year of you or me. And given that, I'm going to ask Nancy and Julie to hand out these cards. Meanwhile, while she's doing that, what I want you to do is write on one side growth experiences, things that have been difficult, job changes, divorce, losses, whatever it is in your life that has felt like an obstacle, that has made you maybe feel heavy and made you think too much, think too little. And I'm going to give you a little time to do that, so you can write that down.
Just one thing?
You can write as many things as you want to. You can write one thing, you can write 10. Because I'm sure life has been full of all kinds of growth opportunities. Everyone understand?
Say it again.
So what I want you to do is write down difficult experiences, life-changing experiences, growth opportunities. It's so funny being here on this side as opposed to the back of the room. I see some people are done and some people are not quite done yet, so I'm going to give you a couple more minutes there. Go ahead and keep finishing up, and I thank you for your willing participation. This is going to lead into, this is not just about grounding and being Eeyore, but it's also about mental energy. And what I mean by that are thoughts, stories that we've made up about ourselves, or things that we think, whether there's negative, positive, something in between, what you tell yourself that you can or can't do. And within the past year, I started taking piano lessons again. Now, who would have thought at age 61 there's going to be a recital? But that's aside, that's neither here nor there. And when I originally learned to play piano, it was all about the notes and reading sheet music and keeping the beats. You've got your flats, your sharps if you read music. And so Linda, musician, she's my teacher. And she teaches in a whole different manner. And her big thing is a rhythm and the beat. And Quinn has no rhythm. So that was a really big obstacle. Give me some music to read. I can read it till the cows come home, but rhythm. So for the past year, I've been working on keeping the beat with a variety of different things. Linda will make a recording. I listen to it. I play with it. Then I try to do it. Linda might correct me, and it's different being an adult taking piano than it is a child. So I've come to learn that I can work on developing rhythm, especially within my piano playing. So that's kind of a cool thing. In the old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, is not valid in this experience. And I think that happens much more than we want to think it's going to happen, or that we might not consider it. So I want you to think about the stories that you've told yourself, whether they're stories from childhood, adolescence, which is just such a wonder time, being an adolescent, adulthood. And think about how those stories may have taken a different turn, and how it was that you were able to go into that road less traveled that we sometimes can go. I'm going to move us now into spiritual energy. So it's how we think, how we move through this world, what helped me move through what was happening with my dad, life changes, things that are wonderful, things that are difficult, the whole 9 yards. So this kind of goes a little bit with Howard Thurman and expands. One morning, a presence comes over your soul. Your heart sings, not unlike a rooster. You begin to dance in your earth-colored body. When I first started coming to the fellowship, we've got Julie, thank you, brought me, I was on the fence. What is this? I don't get this. There's no communion. I'm not used to this. What are we going to do? I met people, wonderful Jean, Julia, Mary, so welcoming. I don't know. As time went on and I became more involved with the Fellowship for Today, I felt a sense of coming home. And to describe that sense is just completely and totally indescribable. And I am almost moved to tears when I think about that feeling of connection with such like-minded people and beauty, really. So this happens not only at the Fellowship for Today, at our services, but it also happens for me when I go out into nature. And last week was in fact the Waldemar Walk, and I'd like to bring in Rocky, who's a most fabulous rock star dog that Jean has. And he spent most of his time, about 30 minutes, sniffing. And he was way beyond happy, and you could just tell about his happiness. You could sense as his energy was flowing and flowing. That dog's got spirit. When he got done walking, he rolled, and he was so pleased to be rolling on the ground. And then being able to walk with like-minded people, thank you. It was just so wonderful, and the people I've walked with before, and really all of you were with me spiritually, too. So looking at going outside, meeting new people, seeing dogs, getting the rest I need to get, sometimes having dark chocolate, Julie, having the food that I like to have, these are the things that help for me to rebound, to become resilient, to bounce back. Maybe not like Tigger, but you're somewhere here where you're moving through the experiences, and you're here to experience this in a different way. So with that, I want to say the rooster that Rumi referred to, cock-a-doodle-doo, or however you think it, I can be that rooster. And I want you to think about how you can also be that rooster, that Tigger, what raises your energy, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And of course, on the other side of your paper, I'm going to ask you to write that down. What brings you back? What is your resiliency? Who, what, where, when? Richard, as many as you want. Sorry to call you out. Looks like many of you are done. And I wondered, does anyone feel like they want to share? If you do, great. If you don't, if you do, you might give someone else an idea of what makes you bounce back. Yes, Rose.
Things that came up for me were connection with friends and sunshine.
Yes. There is something about that sun, isn't there? That came out today. Yes.
Time sometimes helps. Just over time or something.
Oh, how beautiful that is. You are so right about that from this young.
I didn't hear that.
Time sometimes help.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. A young person with an old soul.
Sometimes.
And that's a compliment. Yes.
And being in nature, especially with trees or water, and just being still with it.
There is something that's grounding about the trees and soothing about the water. The combination of the two is just incredible, isn't it? In a hammock with water and with the trees. I thank you very much. And I wanted to end with a Navajo offering. I also wanted to show you this book, which is a little bit different. This book is by Rainn Wilson. It's called Soul Boom. It's upside down. And Rainn Wilson, one of my other things that helps me be resilient, is watching what I might consider silly TV. He's in The Office, and he plays Dwight Schrute. And I find him to be hysterical. And for him to have written this book is just amazing. He's of the Baha'i faith, and reading this is just, very interesting. I'm not selling this, I'm just telling you about this. So one of the things I learned when I got this at the first of the year was, and this is a quote from Rainn, compare and despair. Others will always be better than you. Others will always be, different than you. You just look at who you are and how you're made and how we're connected.
So what was the name again?
The name is called Soul Boom. And he talks a lot about how a lot of different generations, younger generations, are not so involved in organized religion and don't necessarily have a higher power or a belief in spirit or anything that's beyond them, a connection, which it feels different than having grown up in a Methodist, Catholic church, or other organized religion. So the Navajo offering in here, and I would like to invite you to get comfortable in your seats, assume the position, so to speak, feet on the ground, hands in your lap comfortably, spine as straight as you can make it, or if you want to be more comfortable, you're welcome to do that in a different way. And if you feel like it, close your eyes or just let your eyes gaze into the distance. And take in 3 breaths on your own, slowly, the fellowship breaths. And then resume your regular breath. In beauty, happily, I walk. With beauty before me, I walk. With beauty behind me, I walk. With beauty below me, I walk. With beauty above me, I walk. With beauty all around me, I walk. quietly take that in, and when you feel ready, come back to this realm. And I'll ask you again, what is 2024? I want to hear it.
Best year ever.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sue. That was wonderful. Really nice to have an opportunity to think about what you're talking about in the context of our own lives. Thank you for that. I guess we should have sung our thoughts, our prayers. How about doing that?
We can. Page 35, our thoughts, our prayers. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Take charge of what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
So this is the time in our service when we really pause for an important moment to bring gratitude into our hearts, to be grateful for all of the blessings in our lives, to give us some insight for what those beautiful blessings are as we look around and look up and look down at walking through our days. It's also a time when we all fill our hearts with gratitude for all those who so generously give to the fellowship, so that we can have these lovely services together. Beautiful, meaningful fellowship and times to grow and learn. So John's going to be coming around with the basket. Please remember to put your prayer cards in as well if you'd like to pray for someone this afternoon, and also have them go to our prayer connection team. Please hold your gift in consciousness, your fellowship gift, whether you're giving now or donate online, and envision a fellowship thriving and flourishing into the future. And we'll sing.
Sing with me. I am grateful. Grateful. I am grateful. Grateful. I am grateful. Grateful. Grateful, I am 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 grateful.
And if you would, please bring out your bulletins and read with me the blessing of our tithes and offerings right on the front. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare. Thank you so much for your generosity. And now let's go back inward one more time. Close your eyes if you are comfortable as we hold close in our hearts all those who are mentioned on the prayer cards today. These beautiful beings that mean so much to us, who are experiencing challenges, difficulties, health issues. And let us all see them with God's eyes, with love's eyes, as we affirm their health, their well-being, and their clarity and wisdom to resolve issues that need to be resolved. As we extend our love, let them feel this beautiful energy enter them and find its way to their hearts, knowing that in reality, all is well. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you so much. We have time for our second fellowship song. It is really one of my favorites. If you would please stand, turn to page 45, and the name of the song is Weave.
Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are many textures, we are many colors, each one different from the other. But we are entwined with one another in one great tapestry. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are different instruments playing our own melodies, each one tuning to a different key. But we are all playing in harmony, in one great symphony. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. A moment ago, still we did not know our unity, only diversity. Now the Christ in me greets the Christ in thee, in one great family. weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love.
Hello again. The next song we're doing is "This Is Me." It's actually from a movie, but the one who I think she wrote it was Kiala Settle, and she sings it for the movie.
Greatest Showman.
It's from the show, the TV show, or the film and musical, The Greatest Showman on it.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, I wanna love you as you are, but I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reach above the sun. We are warriors, yeah, that's what we've become. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me. This is me.
What a lovely service today. We are so happy that we have had our new duo performing for us this afternoon. Thank you also, Corey. Thank you every Sunday. Thank you so much. And thank you, Sue, for your really wonderful, thought-provoking message. Thanks to everyone for being here. That's what it takes. It takes for all of us to be here every Sunday, coming together with our beautiful, beautiful fellowship energy. And thanks to all who are watching online as well. We consider you here with us. I have a few announcements, and these are important ones. Well, they always are, but we have Death Cafe coming up this Saturday, March 16th at 2 p.m. at the office. And the big St. Patrick's Day fundraiser dinner is also this Saturday at 5 p.m. at the office building as well. Just bring a side dish or a dessert. Corned beef and cabbage and all of the vegetables that go along with that will be provided. And it's always a fun time. We have some, Julia Frigi guides us in some fun St. Patrick's Day songs as well with her ukulele. And then March 23rd, the following Saturday, just wanted to remind everybody that we still have another opportunity, and there will probably be more, but we need your help to distribute all of these items that are in our fellowship office, letting them go to good new homes. We'll be there from 10 to noon for you to come in and take a look and see if you would like anything. So unless anybody else has anything they'd like to say, 4 o'clock still on Mondays for Healing Movements. Richard?
And the items in the office are for sale for a love offering.
Love offering, yes. Yeah.
There's no prices.
Yeah. And we have lots of good books left. And there are lots of nice things. And maybe you just want, pardon, what?
Piano.
And a piano. Still working on that. Okay, so let's all stand and get into our peace circle and say our closing blessing.
And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on it, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now.